Okay, so welcome to the second month of my speed picking practice. So in the month previous to this, I was just practicing some exercises like this. Just like some ideas like that. Just some things like that, sort of. Mainly in the key of C. In this upcoming month, one exercise I want to practice is this one. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not very good at it yet. So the idea of that is you're playing the first note of like a scale and then doing the arpeggio underneath it. So 1, 3, 5, 1 again. So 1, 1, 5, 3, 5. And then just doing that with all the notes in the scale. So then doing the minor 7 chord there, and then so that's the exercise anyway in a nutshell, and then doing it backwards. I'm going to practice that all over the fretboard, and like the goal isn't to get necessarily too quick with it, but it's more just an exercise in understanding the fretboard a bit more, and I'll do that probably in the key of C just to start with. Another exercise I want to practice is, like last month I was doing this thing like this, which is basically playing 4 notes of a scale, going back 2 notes, and then back, and then up another 3 notes, and then back 2, and then up 3. So I was doing that sort of all over. I think I'm just going to start off with those 2 exercises this week, and then next week might ramp things up a bit. Week 2, month 2 is speed picking, so I didn't bother getting out the metronome today because I just wanted to make this a quick update video. So this is what I've been working on this week. Just going through the major scale all over the fretboard. Another thing I went through this week was from a song that I transcribed. It's just one of the riffs from it. So I did that in a few different positions. So here. So I like that riff because it kind of incorporates both a bit of the alternate picking as well as the sweep picking in there. So like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this week, and I'm going to be doing a bit more of that next week, as well as maybe practicing some more sort of riffs that I transcribe from songs that I like. This week I was working on an enclosure exercise with the major scale that kind of looks a bit like this. So what I'm doing is just playing the note before each note that I'm meaning to play and just playing a semitone below it. So if I'm playing the tonic, I'd play the note just before preceding it first. So, and then I'd play not the next note in the scale, but the note afterwards. So kind of like this. And then when I'd want to play the next note, it would look like this. So yeah, and each note before is just a chromatic note step below. So, and I did that, you know, just over the entire fretboard in the key of C. So. Yeah, it sounds a bit out of tune down this part of the fretboard on the B and E string, just because my guitar desperately needs to have its, I guess it's, what do you call it? Like its action fixed. Because it's been like that for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to fixing it for a while, so I need to do that. Apart from that, the other thing was just practicing a couple of sort of riffs, so just trying to get the speed up with it. So obviously the one I showed last week, so that one, and I was working on this other one and just practicing it in different positions. So yeah, so I've just been trying to get the speed up and just the ease of playing it up a bit. Okay, we're up to the beginning of week 4 now. What I practiced this week was similar to what I did last week, except instead of doing this, I just did the same thing, except I added an extra note to the end of it. So you play a chord arpeggio, the 1, 3 and the 5 of it. So yep, did that in all the positions. So, and then back to the beginning. And the other thing is just practicing some of the riffs. And this other one I've been learning, so doing it in different positions. This one is quite longer, so I had to be kind of creative with how I fit it in other lines. So like, instead of just keeping on going down the fretboard sort of, I would go back up the octave halfway through, so like this. Because this original spot you do it in, it starts like up here and ends like down there. So that's, if you're starting the riff on the third string, for example, you kind of have to go back up the octave. So yeah, have to be a bit creative with it. By the way, those 3 riffs that I've been practicing this week, all 3 of them are from a song I transcribed recently. I think the song's called Loon by Anomaly. He's a keyboardist who happens to be really good. Anyway, I just thought it'd be good to learn like a bunch of different riffs from songs that I transcribe, so that's what I've been doing. This week I'll figure out something to practice and I'll just keep going on. I'll wrap it up there. Next week will be the end of month 2, and then after that I'll be starting the last month of doing the speed picking stuff. Cool, so it's time to wrap up the second month of alternate picking / speed picking stuff I've been doing. So I'll just run through what I've been practicing this week. And I've just been doing that in all the positions. I'll just go through it really quickly. Yeah, so it's a bit of a tongue twister for your fingers. So what I was doing was just playing like the arpeggio of a scale, but I was doing an approach note, 1 tonic down from the first note. So, and then I was playing the next chord, so the third of the chord. And then instead of straight away playing the 5th note, I'd play the approach note just before it. So it'd be like, instead of, and I was doing that with all the chords diatonically. So yeah, that's the idea. For the other stuff I was doing, I was just practicing some of the riffs that I was doing the previous weeks. So this one. this one. And then this last one. To be honest, I was kind of losing some steam halfway through this month, and I was getting a little bored with what I was practicing, but I think it was just because I was just a bit over practicing the same sort of patterns, and also I kind of just stayed in the key of C the whole time. In the next month, I think I'll probably still do the key of C just to keep it consistent throughout the 3 months, but after that I might mix it up a bit more. Yeah, and that's what I've been doing this month, and I'm excited to get going into the next.